Hi, this is my recipe for butter chicken. This is about 1 pound of chicken. To this, I'm gonna add a big teaspoon of yogurt, about a more than half teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, and then a little bit of Kashmiri red chili powder, a little bit of turmeric, and half of coriander powder and a little bit of garam masala powder. Okay, so once my chicken is marinated for about 20 minutes, we can start grilling. So what I'm gonna do is brush my pan with some oil. And then I'll just start in my chicken and just grill it both sides until it's fully cooked. One thing I forgot was to add salt while marinating the chicken, so I sprinkled some salt while grilling it. But this is what it looks like after grilling, and then I'm cutting it into bite-sized pieces, and I'm gonna save it for later. Okay, so for the gravy, what I have here is half of a medium onion, then diced, and then few cloves of garlic thinly sliced, and I have 5 tomatoes cut in half, and I took the stem out and also de-seeded them. You can use spoon or hand, whatever works. Then moving on to what we have to saute is I have cinnamon stick, star anise, and cumin seeds. You can also add cloves, but I personally don't like it, so I left it. So I have some oil, a tablespoon of oil, and I have some ghee here, so I'm gonna mix both of them, and then I'll just add my whole spices. I'll let it cook for a little bit, and then I'll add my onions and garlic first, and then once it's sauteed, I'm gonna add my tomatoes next. Okay, so I've been cooking for about 5 minutes. We don't want to brown the onions completely, so at about this stage I will be adding my tomatoes. I'm gonna add it the skin down, so that skin starts cooking first, because we have to peel the skin, which I'll show you in a bit. You should also add salt at this point, and add like half of a teaspoon, so it's gonna help cook the tomatoes faster. Okay, after about 5 minutes, the tomato will start cooking, and then at this point you could see that the skin is coming off, so we can start taking off the skin, and also we can start taking off the whole spices. So we have cinnamon and star anise, so we'll do that. And then at this point we can also add our red chili powder, so I'm adding a little bit less than half teaspoon red chili powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, and then also this is coriander powder. Okay, so I will continue to take the tomato skin off and continue to cook. Okay, so I took out the skin, it's right there, and then the next step is I'll add a little bit of tomato paste, not too much, and then I'll continue to cook for a little bit, and then it's going to be time to blend. So yeah, the reason for taking the skin off is so it's because the skin doesn't blend well when you mix it. Okay, so after it cooled down a little bit, I transferred it into a yogurt container. You can use any container. I use it so it doesn't splash too much. Now you can notice it's too thick and it's little. I could have used more tomatoes since we de-seeded them. I think the gravy doesn't look that much, but since it's too thick, we can add some water, or I prefer adding almond milk and just add a little bit, and then we can blend it using this kind of a blender. I'll show you how it looks. So this is what it looks like, and I'll transfer it back to my pan. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I actually didn't use all of my chicken, used like a little over half. I still have some leftover chicken there because I think the gravy is not enough. So now we are ready for the final step, and now we will add these three things. A little bit of brown sugar on the top, like less than half teaspoon, and then half teaspoon of garam masala. This is homemade, but store-bought works fine. And kasoori methi. So we'll add these three, and then we will add a little bit of heavy cream, maybe like big tablespoon, and then a little bit of butter, and just cook it, and it's done. So this is what it looks like after cooking it for a minute or two. I added a little bit of cilantro, but that's optional, just added for some freshness. And this is the very last step. Add a little butter, and then we mix it, and then it's good to go. So here we go. This is our butter chicken. Enjoy it with naan or paratha or rice.